Okay. There we go. Yeah, live. Do the social post. And chill. Gentle music for a minute. And hope that my cough subsides. The 2048 CE Common Era. Okay, so like 20 years from now. Guessing this is right around the day we moved out from home? When all of the disease stuff went down? We'll give it a minute before we get going. Actually, you know what? Let's jump in.
Oh, hello. It's you, Queen of the Oceans.
We are speaking as Watcher, not as Iris.
Hello, Watcher.
Sorry, you just didn't fit in a backpack.
I cannot provide you absolution.
Oh, apologizing to what you left behind.
Fine, whatever.
Where's your flying friend?
Shut up.
I can't believe it.
You're back so fast.
It's over. They shut the place down.
You sure?
Even from blocks away, I could hear the crying and screaming from inside. But I got lots. Antibiotics, medic supplies.
You broke inside?
I was cautious.
Oh, is this when the disease got worse? Presumably after Iris had gone off to go be the cure?
Clara, you could have been exposed.
I know. I'm not stupid, okay? Always worrying. Don't you have anything else to do?
Not really.
Remember how they said every student at the dance fell sick? Everyone except for Iris?
Yes?
Well, every nurse has fallen sick.
Oh. Is this mum coming around and realizing, like, oh, this illness is a bigger deal than we thought? This isn't just kids getting sick. This is, like, everyone's gonna get sick. And that maybe letting Iris go was the right call?
Except for me.
Oh. Mother was immune too. Could she contact whatever organization it was and be like, it turns out I am also immune. Take me, you'll have a second. Is there anything to the fact that this is Mother and we've been referring to Iris as All Mother?
What are you saying?
I don't know. Maybe we're meant to survive this. Maybe the Kwans are lucky.
Okay, I'm still chained up in the office.
A gift? All your belongings have been incinerated except this box.
Well, it's nice that you left something of mine unincinerated, I suppose.
Fixer's things.
Oh.
How did you know? I went to great lengths to extract them from the site. Do you want them?
Why would I? What's the point?
I just thought this might remind you of a happier time before all this.
Ah, hey, Nathling. So yeah, this is the question, is how real was our encounter with Fixer or not? I'm doing alright. I got a pretty frustrating cough. And I'm a bit run down because today's been a long, busy work day, but I'm good. I'm good.
Matricide stuff. Never mind.
I thought you hate nostalgia.
I do, but I know you don't.
Still have some empathy. Even with me chained up here for killing the All-Mother, that's something. Yeah.
Thank you.
Accept the gift.
As long as you don't use these to stab me later.
Ah, I can't promise you anything. I need to know what's in the box first. Oh.
Go ahead, from the beginning.
I killed Iris. I admit this.
Okay, good place to start. We're not denying it.
But I was tricked.
I don't understand.
It was Principal.
Principal.
She must have tampered with the communions.
I don't think she did. I think that Principal knew she didn't have to tamper with the communions. All she had to do was put them in front of you and let you do what she couldn't.
She is youngest. The first Watcher. She came to the other side. How else did she know to come? I know it sounds outrageous, but...
I believe you.
Okay.
What?
I believe you.
It's Noah's job to know things, and I imagine if there is evidence out there that could historically suggest that what I'm saying is true, Noah would know it.
You do?
Principal has taken it upon herself to crash and burn all we knew of life.
Yeah.
As we mourn, she is drunk on her unbridled power.
Yeah, she wanted to do a power grab from Iris, from All-Mother, but she couldn't be the one to do the murder, because if she did, no one would respect her power, her new authority. They wouldn't allow her to take that, to step up into the position of leadership. But if she could get someone else to do the murder, that leaves her free to step up with no guilty associations.
See? I knew it. I knew it. Know her. Hecky Grace. I was so afraid. I thought you'd never...
It's going to be all right, okay? You've killed Mother, but you are still my sister.
Hey Zilla, thank you very much for the bits. How are you doing today? We are not doing so well. We are currently chained up, one arm to each side, being interrogated for essentially murdering God. We were like kind of talked into it, but we did kind of kill God.
I'll do what I can to protect you.
I know we've had our differences.
If I can tell our sisters what you told me, I know they'll believe it too.
Okay. It's good that the sister who's specifically in charge of, like, knowledge and understanding and reasoning and, like, knowing facts is on our side. Because if there's anyone that's going to be able to talk around the other sisters, it feels like she's in probably the best position for it.
With all of us, there must be some way to expose Principal.
Zilla says it's a victimless crime. Look, it would be a victimless crime if the person who talked us into killing God didn't do so that she could step in and become a different kind of tyrannical dictator. Like, much like the lesson that was taught by, what was that JRPG last year? Metaphor Refantasio had a similar idea, which was, it's all well and good deciding you're gonna go kill God, until God's second in command goes, oh cool, free power vacuum. You gotta have a plan for what you're gonna do when you kill God, otherwise next in line's just gonna say free godhood.
Yes. Hair to hair, sister.
Hair to hair.
Oh.
Hey, you're always there, aren't you? Mm-hmm. What should I call you?
Oh, are we talking to the person just tasked with sitting in the corner watching us? Are we? Is this the cuck shell? Is this who we're talking to?
Peach, teal, pearl, mauve. Okay, mauve. How long? How long have I been here? 10 days? 100 days? I'm losing track. Watcher, my name is Mauve. It's great to spend so much time
I love the idea of putting words in her mouth. That's great. That's fun.
with you. I've been here too long.
We have been here too long. I don't know how long, but too long.
Do you know when they'll let me? Never mind. I'll keep to myself.
Oh. Are we flashing around through... Are we just having little hallucinatory memories while we're trapped in solitary? Is that what we're doing?
Wow. Happy birthday, Iris. Yay!
Oh, Zhao.
Yeah. Happy birthday to me.
Is that Zhao with several of these secretary cubes?
You look so good for your age. Asian genes, I guess. And a little something else. Where can I buy some of that? I think you got your fair share. Don't make me blush. Do you feel betrayed that I accepted their gifts? Their attention? Iris, I think the more, the better. At least I finally did it. I buried every last one of them. Johnson, Mimi, and the fucking rest. One grave a day. Makes the sad go away.
One grave a day makes the sad go away, huh?
It's just you and me now, Iris. Forever and forever. I can't wait to spend every minute with you. Zhao, I don't think I can eat this cake all by myself.
That is quite a thought, and I hadn't really stopped to consider this. Given how much Iris, in life, before, you know, becoming the All-Mother, was so resistant to have any kind of, like, friendship or connection, or, like, to let Zhao in any real meaningful way. The fact that we've gotten to a point where the only two sets of DNA that we are replicating to create all of existence now is Iris and Zhao, very much does mean that Iris's options are be alone with a bunch of clones of yourself forever, or Zhao. Zhao is your only choice for someone who isn't you. Which I think is about what you deserve, Iris, for the way you treated Zhao. Okay, so every one of these time periods we're jumping to, the same three... I don't know if it's the same three, they might be different colors, but we're getting 3 of these,
Mother,
diamonds.
it's almost time to meet with the keepers.
Oh? Again? So soon?
You've been sleepwalking.
Ah.
Okay, again, this is also interesting. It's interesting that Iris sleepwalks, because we know that her mother sleepwalked. We don't know exactly what the cause of it was. And we'd had that discussion of, like, is it genetic? And if it's genetic, maybe Dad should have had that conversation with us about what it was, rather than brushing it under the rug. But I'm now wondering, is it in some way connected to the immunity? Because Mum and Iris both sleptwalked, seemingly both immune. They both have some genetic something going on.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
Eldest, the past haunts me.
The past?
There are things I have done that I regret.
You could tell us what happened.
Our lot to be bound. I suppose I really am my mother's daughter.
Your mother? From...
Okay, so Purple Sister here is the first Watcher. This is Principal. And I'm guessing this is how about the role of Watcher came about, was Iris just had way too much guilt over the things she'd done and didn't want to have to carry it alone, and created the role of Watcher to be, witness the things I've done and don't leave. Like, this is, the role of Watcher seems to just be, see me for my flaws and stay regardless. Don't make me carry the guilt of what I did alone. And don't make me sit fearing what if someone knows. Rustation, thank you very much for the 6 months of tier 1 sub, thank you. Cordyceps says, Sister Blue, youngest, is the first Watcher and Principal. You know, I thought that was the case, but didn't Principal just refer to Purple Sister as First Sister? Maybe I misheard or misunderstood. I thought Iris, that Iris just called her First Sister.
What I wouldn't give for a bowl of moodle.
Oh, First Noah, the eldest daughter. Oh, sorry, yes, First Sister means the oldest sister, not youngest. You're right, I'm... Dot Rook says, for what purpose was I created? To be my trauma dump. Honestly, it does feel more and more like that was what Principal was created for, was to just be Iris's trauma dump. Yeah, sorry, you're right. Purple is Noah, yeah. Okay. Are we gonna see the 3 floating... Okay, we don't get the 3 floating secretaries in this time period. The last Moodle.
You always say that a family that eats together stays together.
Ah, look at that. You have been listening to my philosophical musings.
Tried not to.
Well, here it is.
This is 2048, so this is the year that Mum realizes she's immune as well.
I give you your last Moodle. That's all the bamboo shoot we have.
If there was anything we were good at, it was eating together.
Well, now that you're retired, plenty of time for staying together.
Nah, I'm going back to my old Hong Kong boyfriend.
Mayama. Jack? The engineer?
Yes, very handsome.
How handsome?
8 out of 10.
How about me?
6.
Oh,
Is that why you gave me a fake number when I asked you out?
that's some heterosexual behavior right there.
Not a fake number, remember? My dad's number.
I don't care how long you've been married. Your partner is a 10 out of 10.
You sure know how to break a boy. So, why did you stick with me and forget Jack?
You know why.
I do. I just want you to say it. Go on. Say it.
You are a good kisser.
Mojo! And that's what I told your dad on the phone.
As if.
Of course. How do you think I was able to charm my way to getting your real number?
Come on, Ba. The second time the police beat you up, you asked me to be your emergency contact, remember?
Your memory is too good. That story is not as romantic.
Stories are cheap, but the truth, remembering what really happened, that's most important.
Okay, we're back in the present. We're still in the dark. Observant Shell, are you getting closer?
Oh, look at you. Being creepy.
Oh, does she want to be the next Watcher? Does she want to come kill me in the night so she can replace me?
You got some new clothes. What function is that?
I can't tell in the dark, but I think it's going to be... Watch... Oh, Oh, I don't like that. Oh! Oh, I like this even less. Okay, there's 3 of you. Okay, hi.
You brought friends. Peach, Pearl. Good to meet you.
God. This really is, like, doing a great job of capturing the vulnerability of this situation of... I'm in a soundproofed room, both arms locked, I really cannot move. Very much at the mercy of my jailers, as it were.
Mauve and I are pretty close. You think this is gonna scare me?
I don't know, it's scaring me. Hey, Noah? Can I tell you about the creepy shit that's been happening?
What are you wearing?
I'm sorry. Things are changing quickly, Watcher. I've been appointed.
As what?
Look, within these 4 walls, you are shielded from the chaos. But the rest of us, under the fist of principle, we don't have much choice.
Hey, Noah. In the dream/alternative reality I was in, I literally blew up a play. I suicide bombed a play to rebel. You untie my cuffs. I'll do some rebellion for you.
Traitor.
Come on, Watcher. Surely you understand. To be as close to her as possible is strategic for both of us.
It's strategic for us both if A, you are willing to get a little bit murdery about it, and B, if you can guarantee that I'm not just gonna get murdered in the night by creepy shells.
You've gone gray.
Ooh, 1 sec, I have a message, and it might be important. I gotta have a look. This is AA Showcase related, so I gotta very briefly... Ah, hooray! There we go, that's good. I got approval for the Steam event page for the AA Summer Showcase this year. So, once again, we're going to have a page on Steam that you can go to that'll have all of the games from the 2025 Accessibility Summer Showcase in one place, organized by, like, games with demos, games that are playable without sighted assistance, games that are colorblind friendly, games from previous years, which is great. It does now mean I have to make that page, which I'll probably start on tomorrow, but I got approved for it. That's the main thing. Valve, tick the little box that says, yes, you have permission to have a Steam page again. There we go.
Where are the others?
Watcher.
They'll defend me. Resist this reign. I wouldn't just buckle to authority like that.
You would be surprised how quickly people you thought would have your back buckle to authority.
Jump ship. Turn color at the slightest pressure.
Watcher. You have no idea how ignorant you sound.
Hey, I'm locked in solitary. It's all well and good telling me that it's harder for you out there. You out there have your freedom. You aren't exhausted and unable to tell how long you've been just stuck, tied in this position.
Last night, Principal had our sisters dragged from their quarters and executed.
Oh. All of them? Is it just Noah left?
I am the only one.
Okay. Okay, I'll cut you some slack, actually, Noah. Fuck.
Who has managed to evade such a fate.
Look, don't get me wrong. There is something to be said for if you're gonna fight the system, you've got to be, you know, alive to do it. But there's an awful lot of people who've told themselves, I buddied up to fascism, you know, because someone's got to survive and keep fighting it, and then end up staying buddied to it to keep themselves alive in that process. Like, if you're gonna do this plan, you've got to be very confident that you are, you know, actually gonna use that position to, you know, slip a quick bit of poison in, you know, in Principal's cup or whatever. Yeah, so that means she's killed the leader of the military, the leader of the person in charge of medical care. Yeah. That's a real... You're trying to consolidate the positions. You don't want anyone to be an authority that people look up to in a sector.
I am the only one in any position to do anything for us, so I think you should shut up. There is immense pressure for a public incineration. Many want to see you burn alive.
Huh. Do you?
Hey, if they're gonna do a public incineration of me, Noah, stick a couple of packs of C4 in my pockets and let's fucking make it a show.
I think the question is that what you want for yourself? Tell me, Watcher, is there a feeling worth getting incinerated over?
Yes. I believe there is a feeling worth getting incinerated over. I think that there comes a point where you have to say, if my choices are give up fundamental aspects of myself or fundamental aspects, give in to fundamental aspects of fascism to save my own skin, then I think at a certain point, let me burn. Maybe others will watch me burn and see that there's something worth not giving up over.
Yes. All this time, and you're still as foolish as the day you started. Before I go, the guard said you are ill?
What?
Principal has requested we maintain you in optimal shape. Guard? Guard, administer a dose.
No. Stop. I don't want that. Don't. Don't you dare move.
Watcher, please. Don't make me use force.
This is really fucking upsetting. Okay, I have to resist. Even if it's, like, very fucking clearly futile, given, you know, the position I'm in. I need Watcher to keep just a little bit of resistance. I need her not to give up the fight. I need her...
Don't touch me.
Keep fighting.
Sister, I promise this is for your own good.
Ooh. Ouch.
Ma，聽電話啦！我知道你聽到我講嘢，你係都要我對住部機器講嘢。好，我可以同錄音機講嘢，好過同你講。Iris，佢成世人淨係見過你一次咋，咁樣你其實可以嚟探我哋，隨時都得。我知道你覺得佢毀咗我嘅人生，點解你唔肯講出口？拎起電話對住我講啊！你認為我真係會為咗一個男仔拋開一切？唔會，我冇咁蠢啊！我放棄一切係因為你啊，去擺脫你啊！
I threw everything away because of you to be free of you.
你明唔明啊？
You understand.
聽電話。
Yeah, I feel like to a degree this is how Iris felt. Like, I don't know how much she wanted to go be a lab subject for the government, but I know she sure as hell wanted an excuse to get out from under her parents.
媽，即刻聽電話！聽電話啊！
Yeah. Oh, my Joy-Cons are out of charge. I'm gonna have to... Give me a sec, I've got a makeshift solution for this. I have my Joy-Con charging stand, designed for charging the Joy-Con when not in use. I'm gonna use it to create this abomination of a controller connected to a stand.
Watcher.
There we go.
I brought you a book.
I don't know how well this is going to show up on stream. It's working. It's doing the job.
Oh, you look awful.
Yeah, I do. You drugged me against my will.
Dizzy. Nauseous.
You're just getting used to the chemicals in your system.
Yeah, I'm quote unquote getting used to being drugged.
Guard, double the dose next time.
Fuck you, Noah. Yeah, there's a point at which, like, your whole I'm doing this to keep you alive, for the good of the rebellion, like, really fucking... It just feels like a power trip at this point.
No. No more. These injections, they make me see things.
What do you see, Watcher?
I see two of you.
Funny. I see two of you, too.
You do?
Yes. I see you on your first day. You were so uncertain. The waters underneath you felt choppy.
Choppy.
And then I saw you talk to Fixer. She said something to you. I saw how you lit up, and for a moment, I swear, it was like wings stretched out from your back. I see that Watcher in front of me. Wow, she is vibrant, massive. And then I see this other Watcher beside her. Powerless, broken, decrepit.
Yeah, who the fuck's fault do you think that is? You have the power to break me the fuck out of here.
Which one is the real you, Watcher?
Probably not the one that exists primarily because I have been put through torture, isolation, deprivation, and forcefully drugged. Like, I'd imagine the sober and free version of me is the real me.
Do you want to know what she said to me? I can already tell. You and I are going to be trouble.
Guard, unlock the chains. And grab a blanket for her, won't you? She's not going anywhere in this condition.
Okay. Please at least tell me that, like, this is the plan, Watcher. Is you are getting them to take my restraints off under the proviso that I am too drugged to be a threat. And then you're gonna, like, swap out the drugs for fake drugs so they think they're still drugging me when I actually sober up?
This thing, Iris. How could you? She loved you.
Yeah.
No wood? Did you bring the cleaver back? Or did you fail at that too? Never send a man to do a woman's job, or any job.
Clara, did you hear what I said? I'm just glad to come back at all.
You come home empty-handed and you want me to celebrate? It's like you want to freeze to death. Wait till Iris hears about this.
Yeah, let me freeze to death. Better than being trapped with you.
Sister 6. Bring her, the keepers said.
Sister 6, would that be the first Watcher?
My youngest?
Youngest.
I smile. No, that is not what we agreed to. I am all you need. I have more to give. I arrive on time. I bring offerings they like in 6s. I am at my most gracious and powerful. My focus is unencumbered. Don't go yet, they say. So I smile.
The more we hear about the inhabitants, these aliens, it sounds like they're just Looking to be looked after? I don't know. I don't know how to read it.
Get out of here.
Hi, Watcher.
The only one who visits. I'm sick of you. Sick of your face, your voice. Right, Mauve?
Oh. This is year 2 after all, Mother. We've been in here at least a year now. God, we've been in isolation and drugged for at least a year.
I need to tell you something.
I don't want to hear it.
I lied about being the only sister left.
The fuck? Why the fuck would you do that?
Sure.
Fixer is alive.
I believe that. But I don't believe it from you. I believe it in spite of you.
The incineration was a setup. As was Fixer's appearance in your first communion. Who are you communing with then? Hmm?
I was communing with Principal.
As you said, it seems she knows a thing or two about being a watcher.
Ah.
Fixer is alive?
Yes, alive and very well.
I knew she had to be.
My Fixer?
Yes.
I need to see her.
I'm not sure that's possible.
I need to see her.
There is simply no way Principal would allow...
Isn't that why you're her little puppet? Sorry. Please.
Please forgive me that outburst. I've spent a year drugged and in the isolation box. Forgive me a little snark.
I'll see what I can do.
Tell her there's no more cell connection here. So if she's trying to reach us, she can't. And the lapchung is under her bed. Locked up because of all the crazies trying to break in. She better not be going to bed with wet hair. Probably no water left by the time she's back anyway. Make sure she knows we suffered.
Why is Mum dictating all of this for Dad to say on video? Is she that insistent on her "I never want to speak to you again if you leave, if you go with them" thing, that she will get Dad to say it all? Because even saying cruel things like this on video is too close to still talking to her.
Are you listening? Did you hear me?
How am I gonna remember all that? Why don't you just say it?
Because she'll listen to you. Write it down if you're going to forget. What? What's your goddamn problem?
You don't even know when or if Iris will watch these.
Why wouldn't she? Huh? She said she'd come back, didn't she?
Yes, but you know this area is dangerous.
Yeah, and Mum, you also told her never to come back. You told her you wanted her to never return, so...
And she's immune. No excuse. We can't bury ourselves.
Oh.
Datla.
I didn't raise a liar.
Okay.
God, that's rough. I told her never to return. But she said she would return anyway, and I didn't raise a liar. So she'll return even though I told her never to.
Can you just press record?
It's been on this whole time.
God damn it, Clara. Muy. Me again. It's Monday, around noontime. Day 62, I guess, since you left.
God, all of this has gone down in only 2 months. Damn.
How are you?
Okay, so this is the day Iris had everyone killed.
It's so quiet. You're all so still.
Okay, this is Principal, this is the first Watcher, and the Zhao clone.
This is all your fault. They left because of you. Everything about you. You're pathetic.
Okay, and this is us.
Fixer. I'm sorry. I had no choice.
You did.
They use us.
And this is Blue from the reality in which we blew everyone. Oh, year 7. 7 AA. Okay, so I'm guessing the stuff with Blue did actually happen then. It's just we jumped to year 7 and then back to year 1. So when we see Watcher, like, hung up in the crucifixion position, and eventually Blue meets Fixer, that is in year 7. Okay, I'm putting the timeline together now.
And then throw us away.
Okay, so we're back to year 2.
I've had enough of your shit, Mauve.
Okay, so we sort of know how... Okay. So now that we have the timeline properly in our head, we do know that within the next 5 years, Noah will still be around, Fixer will still be alive, Principal will be in charge, Blue ends up bombing shit to try and take down Principal.
You never stop talking. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of you. Where is she? Is she here? Tell me you brought her. What? What's wrong?
There's something you should know.
Did something happen to her?
Just calm down for a second.
Oh God. Did Principal get her?
Fixer is fine. She is safe. But you can't see her.
Why?
Because she doesn't want to see you.
Oh god, does Fixer know that we thought we turned her in, got her executed?
She doesn't want anything to do with you.
I'm guessing Principal... I'm guessing Principal's, like, deliberately manipulated the situation to be like... Principal leaned into... Sorry. Hey, Fixer. Watcher thought she connected to you in a communion. I don't know what happened. Must have been a glitch or something. But she was so ready to have you executed. Absolutely no regard for what happened to you. What a real shame that it... Like...
Didn't you tell her? Everything that happened to me?
Yes, she knows of your claims. She also knows that, while communing, a Fixer identical to her asked you for help. And you had her killed.
Yes, because I was deep indoctrinated into a fucking cult that told me that anyone that questions the cult is villainous and needs to be dealt with.
That's not fair.
Fanny, she really thought you weren't one to buckle to authority, jump ship,
Fixer.
turn color on her like that.
No, no, no.
And then, to add salt to the wound, you murdered Mom. Watcher, Fixer hates you. She's the one at the front of the crowds calling for your public execution.
I don't believe that. I think that's exaggeration. I think you're trying to break me here.
I can't.
And she has every right.
Stop. Please stop.
Sister, maybe it's time to accept that you aren't who you think you are, and there's no one left who loves you.
I don't believe this is real. I think we're being fucked with. I think we are drugged so high that we can't tell this isn't Principal. Like, I think this is Principal in an outfit, fucking with us because we're high.
Let me.
It's either that or it's Noah trying to fuck with us and go, oh, there's no one left who loves you but me, the only person who comes to visit you, the only person who you can trust. No one out there loves you or looks after you anymore. The only one that loves you is me, the person drugging you, the person completely in control of your access to the world, to what you know, to your hopes and dreams of freedom. Like, this feels like someone trying to set up a really fucking abusive, manipulative, controlling relationship.
Don't come in. Mother? Are you awake? I need your help. The others won't play with me.
This is Mother's time. Do you hear me? She needs you. Does she?
I asked Sister Purple, but she ignores me. Sister Pink won't even. Mother?
You are tense. I can give you a massage.
Mother! Hello?
You are a child trying to raise children, and you are not mentally equipped for it, are you?
Stop calling! Iris, don't yell. You said you hate yelling. Just give me a moment, youngest.
Really is becoming her mother quite quickly, isn't she?
What? Can't you see I'm busy?
You don't have to keep cleaning her room. It's 4 in the morning.
She'll be back any time now.
Oh. Mother. She told Iris she never wanted to see her again. And now she feels guilt and she doesn't want to acknowledge that she fucked up, so she's trying to make the house appealing, as if that will invite her back magically.
Mother's intuition.
Okay.
You think she's gonna come home grown up? Clean her own room? My cousin, when he came home from college, moved back in and was even worse than before he left. Acted like a returning scholar deserving of a maid. Give me a break. Video her tonight and remind her that when she's back and we're dead, she better clean up nicely.
God, that level of passive aggressiveness. Well, she's going to return, and by then we will all be dead, so make sure that she gets her we're dead, here's what you need to get up to.
Why don't you say it yourself?
No.
Clara, how long are you gonna stay mad?
Mad? Who's mad?
Very clearly you.
I just have nothing to say to her.
You have a lot to say to her, you just feed it through Dad.
Watcher, there's been unrest. Insurgencies abound.
What do you mean?
Sisters are rising up against Principal and her new government.
Good. Apparently 5 years from now, one of them's gonna be pissed enough to fucking blow a hole in this place over it.
I think I can make a case for you to get out of here.
Really?
Let's go over it again. What you told me last time.
When she says get you out of here, does she mean get us out of this room but instead put us on fucking public crucifixion in the fucking garden? Because that's where our body appears to be 5 years from now.
The moment All Mother fell to the ground, I turned around. Principal was there, as if she was waiting there the whole time. And then All Mother called her youngest, as in she's the ancient sister, which makes so much sense because...
Wait, I have it written down that you said Principal took the train with you.
No, that can't be.
No, we never said that. We never said that.
You said this was all her idea, and she told you which train to get on and met you on the platform.
No. Fucking hell, this level of gaslighting is, I'm struggling with it, if I'm honest.
These are your own words.
I don't remember saying that.
I was late. I tried. I was rushing, and then it was an accident. Can't they see that? The Keepers. There's no reasoning with them. There's no reason with them. How could they? To my children. 3 of them were unlucky, but Pink is in the worst shape. I pull her close, rock her to sleep. She coughs and coughs. Red. I know it's just a game to them. I'll do anything. They know that.
That's what you said to me, Watcher. Principal was on the train with you. Are you saying you were lying to me last time?
No, I'm saying that I never said that to you last time. I'm telling you, the only set of events I've ever told you happened. Look, this is such a fucking entrapment. Like, this is the moment where if you were in our world today, you would go, I'm calling a lawyer. I am saying nothing else. Because any answer to this question implicates you. There is no answer you can give to this question without self-implicating. It's a fucking trap. Like,
No. I swear.
Watcher, it's not going to bode well for us if you can't keep your story straight. Guard, another dose.
Yep. Then more drugs to further confuse you. So, either you say something that you don't mean because you're high as fuck, or you're easier to convince that you said something that you didn't mean to say because you were high as fuck. Because, like, you don't even have... Like, she doesn't even have to drug us into saying a conflicting version of the story. She only has to drug us enough that we might believe that we were so high on drugs that we said a different version of events. Yeah, to be fair, Rustation, yeah, there's a points long before this where you should have, you should have asked for a lawyer, but you see what I mean about, like, there is no correct answer to this question. Like, this is a... You are being trapped by someone who knows the legal system and knows how to fuck over a person.
No. No, wait. My story.
I need you to help me help you, okay?
Okay.
Clumps of hair falling off. After each visit, I sleep longer and longer. I comb my hair, then braid and wrap it up. So everything is tight and the loss is hidden. Pink is healing. I cry with relief.
Was Principal on the train with you or not?
No. It was just me.
How sure are you?
How could I forget? Holding onto the train handle and feeling so alone.
But Watcher,
She must have found a way to operate an unscheduled one.
we already checked the records last time. There was no other train. You seem confused today.
Probably because you keep fucking drugging me.
Is it possible that you're remembering wrong? That you're losing grasp on the past?
Yeah, this is fucking police interrogation tactics 101. Police are allowed to lie to you in order to get a confession out of you. They are allowed to lie to you in order to get you to poke holes in your own testimony or reduce the certainty of your own statements, to introduce uncertainty that they can then rely on in court later. This is the fucking force a conviction playbook.
Becoming careless, they said. A gentle reminder of my duty. They keepers. I swear. Leave the sisters out of this. Let me bear the burden. Shaking. Can't stop. They can't see me like this. Weak. Please, children, no more knocking. I can't take any more knocking.
Was Principal on the train with you or not?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, see, she's already fucking winning. She's gone from, no, I'm certain she wasn't on the train with me. I remember being, like, gripping that pole and feeling so alone, to, I don't think so. Which means there's room for, maybe you're misremembering. She's gotten you to suggest that there is a chance that you're wrong about your own memory. Is this the read technique? This might well be the read technique. Let me double check the read. I believe you are correct. Okay, yeah. So, the 3 steps of the read technique. Review the facts and evidence. You get the person to just, like, say their version of events. Then, you do structured interviews, looking for signs of truth or deception. You establish rapport by, like, being like, hey, maybe I can get you out of here, maybe I can save you, I'm on your side, I'm your friend. Then, interrogation. An accusatory process is aimed at obtaining a confession. So the 9 steps are positive confrontation, presenting the suspect with evidence of their guilt. You're not denying that you killed the All-Mother. Theme development, providing the suspect with a face-saving alternative explanation for their actions. It's like, oh, you just did it because you were tricked into it by principle, correct? Handling denials, interrupting denials and redirecting the conversation. Well, yeah, but it's the wait, you said last time that she came with you, and like trying to stop them from being confident in their own story. Presenting the alternative, yeah, we start like building the new narrative, trying to get an oral confession, yeah. It has been criticized for using coercive tactics that can lead to false confessions. Yeah, England, New Zealand, and Australia do not allow its use. Yeah, a lot of the stuff in here is stuff that goes along with the read technique, for sure.
How sure are you? We already checked the records last time.
Yeah, it's... You do not change what you remember happening because you are told evidence says you're wrong.
There was no other train.
Because, like, yeah, they're allowed to say there is no other train if it gets you to go, maybe I'm wrong in my own story. They can go, okay, there was no other train, but you're clearly not as confident as you said you were.
No, I don't know.
It's okay, sister. Mother was sick too, you know?
Yeah, this is building the alternative narrative. Your version of events where you say that Principal coerced you into killing All-Mother, the alternative that we're going to start building and get you to agree to is your mother was ill. Like, Mother was ill, the All-Mother was ill, you are now ill. You are getting confused about what happened. You killed her because you were ill. You thought Principal made you do it, but she didn't. Starting to get you to doubt your own version of events so they can build up an alternative narrative.
Sometimes when it got really bad, she'd start to mutter in tongues. Even I couldn't understand her. She'd walk around late at night, sleepwalking. She'd slip away from reality all the time, especially without medication.
You didn't know her.
Based on my observations, it's safe to say that you inherited such sickness from her.
Yeah, you're building up I'm an expert because I know lots of things. Oh, I don't have to have actually known All-Mother to know that this makes sense. Yeah, erosion of a statement is shifting of facts.
I want to go home.
Yes, I know.
I just want to go home. Yeah, this is the typical I'm breaking you down with you've been isolated for so long you'll say anything to get out of here at this point.
That's why I'm here.
Youngest almost walked in during my time with them. Knock. Knock. Not the visits. Not the threats. Not even the smell of my singed skin. I swear, the knocking will be the end of me.
God damn, this game is amazing, but real emotionally difficult.
A boyfriend?
Well, it could be anybody. Whoever. A significant other. A partner. Or partners. It was important to humans before to have more than themselves and to be intimate with them.
Is that what you do with the keepers?
Excuse me?
The keepers that you whisper to every...
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, because you don't tell them anything.
But I've watched you.
Story time is over.
Wait,
Get out.
but Mom...
I said, get out.
Did Iris actually come back to the house with sisters? Am I supposed to be able to get in here? Oh, I've got to walk in here, then change the era.
Just asked a question.
I know. Your mother's been through a lot.
Okay. This is something I hadn't really considered. It's not only Iris talking to Picture Zhao. Youngest can too. Is Picture Zhao one of the first incarnations of what would eventually become Secretary? Floating companion to talk to.
She never gets angry at anyone else.
That's not true.
Not like she gets angry with me.
How does she know?
I didn't say anything, I swear.
Oh.
She's nosy.
Not an ounce of privacy here.
I'm sorry, Iris.
I'm going out of my mind.
Why don't you tell them?
They are children. What can they understand about sacrifice? To them, this place is just all fun and games.
Because you don't tell them anything more than that.
Maybe more discipline then.
Yes, that's how I was taught.
It's for their own good.
You're falling into your mother's patterns rather than going... What I would have appreciated from my mother was just some honesty about the situation. I'd have rebelled less. I'd have been more in line if my mother had been honest to me about what she'd been through and what she was going through. Oh. Okay, this is the start of the red armor that's going to become the uniform of all the principal loyalists. Okay, we're now in year 3 AA. We are 4 years away from us blowing up the play with a cake. Yeah. So the armor is starting to get more red. It's gonna turn into a full fashy red outfit eventually. Fantasam says, fun fact, a conversation I had with the devs on Twitter inspired the patch that added the map to the game. Hell yeah, that map is necessary. I don't think it's the greatest map in the world, but it's better than no map, and I appreciate that.
I've come with good news.
I don't believe you.
I've been given orders to let you go.
You are dangling hope to build rapport so that you can fucking continue to psychologically manipulate me. Like, I don't believe that anything Noah says. This started a while ago, but let's just say from this point forward, anything Noah says is all part of a plan to manipulate us.
That's not funny.
Watch her. Look at you. You're barely recognizable. You've suffered enough. Guard, disarm the security systems.
They're going to paint this as I broke out. That I overpowered the guards, that I'm dangerous.
I can go?
Yes. Tread lightly, Watcher. The world out there has drastically changed.
It's either that or they're letting me out so that everyone can beat me and that I come back in here, quote-unquote, for my own good. Or that I'll just get publicly executed.
There is just one thing I need from you.
Oh. Admit that Principal was innocent.
What is it?
I need you on broadcast to plead guilty.
Yeah. Yeah, this is textbook fucking American police system. This is... Like, I guarantee you, the fact that she says, if you plead guilty, I will let you walk out right now, you will have your freedom, that's a lie. She is fully allowed to, like, she is being positioned as the current American political police system, which has the power to lie to your face. They can promise you things that they never intend to deliver. They can make deals with you that they don't have to keep up their end of the bargain. The second you plead guilty, it's like, I lied about letting you out. Yeah, good that you admit it. You pled guilty, though.
Just confess that it was all your idea.
No. Watcher, if you have to die in here maintaining your innocence, fucking do it.
There's a few sentences of apology and then some hailing the provisional government. I've written it all down for you. It will be easy.
You ask me to lie.
How? I'm really curious to replay this at some point. I want to know how early she was working us. Like, was it the very first time that she came into the interrogation room? Was there a period where she was genuine and a period where that changed? Is it when her outfit color changed? Was there a period where she believed she was being genuine, or has this all just been a work from moment one?
That's not what I said.
You asked me to unknow, unsee.
I give you choice to end this excruciating and unnecessary suffering of
Yeah,
yours.
the reason this is being offered is very clearly because Principal is guilty. There would be no reason for this if not for the fact Principal wants to be exonerated, and I'm the only person that knows and is adamant she did a crime. And the only way she can... It's the only reason I've not been killed. Is because I publicly claimed that she did this. And if I'm killed, people will go, what are they trying to cover up by killing Watcher? Like, the only bit of power I have, the only thing keeping me alive, the only reason that, like, I'm never getting out of this room. Unless it's to be hung as a dead body in a crucifix pose in the fucking garden, which is apparently where I am 4 years from now, but the only bit of power I have to keep myself alive and resist is to just fucking not exonerate her.
Principal could have had you killed at any point.
Yeah, and she didn't. She didn't because she needs me to say she's innocent.
Any. This is just a small expression of gratitude she requests.
No.
Small.
Yes, small, but significant. To put the past behind us for good, okay?
If I do as you say, what will happen to me?
Don't believe her answer.
You will be granted amnesty. You'll be escorted to Old Town quarters where you will be reset with a new identity, new function, and where you'll get to live peacefully and quietly.
Is Blue Watcher? Is that body hanging in the garden fake? Because if so, that means that a version of Watcher does get to meet Fixer in about 4 years.
You'll meet new sisters, find new hobbies.
Or is Noah lying? Well, Noah... I was very on team Noah is lying. Noah's lying about everything. Don't believe a single thing Noah says. But having seen the future, having seen 7 years from now, or 4 years from now, it would add up a lot.
And if I don't?
It'll be exactly this. You, here in this cold, awful hole, with nothing but your thoughts to think, for the rest of your life. What will it be?
No.
Watcher. I beg you.
Yeah, they need this. They need the confession.
No.
Guard, you know what to do. You never learn, do you? After all this time.
Honestly, fucking well done, Watcher, for still being this resistant, this resilient, this sturdy in your resolve after 2 to 3 years in solitary confinement.
The world is complex. and requires a complex response.
And 2 to 3 years of being through interrogation techniques deliberately designed to fuck with someone and to get them to offer a false confession. It's almost like Watcher has resisted 1,000 times. That might be true. I haven't finished the game. I don't know if that's what the title is getting at, and if that is explicitly what the title's about. I haven't gotten there yet, so yeah, we'll see.
I lied, Watcher. If you don't confess, it won't be exactly this. It will get much, much worse.
Yeah, okay, Watcher. This is exactly why you don't believe her promises that you'll be let out, that you'll be allowed to leave, because she's telling you to your face. I'm happy to lie to you if I think it's going to get me what I want.
Okay, should be enough drinking water for probably the next 8 days. You know, you'd already be dead if it wasn't for me.
You and this survival operation. When does it stop?
你究竟講緊咩啊?
Look at you.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I am aware there are people who have withstood decades of wrongful imprisonment. It doesn't change the fact there's a lot of people who couldn't withstand it. There's a lot of people who, within days or hours, break to that kind of stuff. Particularly those who don't know the signs of what to look for to see it coming. But particularly, like, it's no less impressive when someone manages it.
Spending the rest of your days scavenging supplies, hoarding plastic bags of all things. And what are we gonna do with all these napkins?
I do all of this for you.
Did I ask for this?
屌你老母.
Enough of this. Always a martyr. Everything you do is for Hong Kong, for your mom, for Iris, for me.
Oh no, Natalie, no worries. I just wanted to clarify. No need to apologize. It's all good. I don't know how to sacrifice.
All these decades living with you, and I don't even know who you are. I don't even know if you know. Just for once. Can you be selfish? Have feelings? Desires?
Stop it. People will hear.
Who, the neighbors? What do you think that smell is? The neighbors are dead. Forget them. Forget me. What do you feel? What do you want?
God, this shot is beautiful.
What a
This whole
stupid,
scene.
impractical question.
Wrong answer. Try again. These are the last days of your life, Clara. What do you want?
If you can't provide an answer to what do you want when you're at the end of the world, when can you?
The last days of your life. Surely you want...
I want you to kiss me. Touch me.
Okay, okay.
Fucking get drunk at the end of the world. It's as good a way to go into oblivion as any.
You remember? In the darkest of times, it was songs that got us through.
I thought it was our bickering.
That was our last drop of alcohol.
But we have bottomless songs.
Val, I know you've been unhappy for so long. Iris is gone. It's just us now. You don't have to pretend. I regret leaving.
Hey, that's your drunk talking.
I regret all that mess we left behind. What was the point? Fighting for freedom, the 5 demands, it was a mistake.
You know that's not true.
All it did was expedite the end. Brought their fists down harder, faster.
Yeah, but that's when you know that they're scared. If you protest an authoritarian, fascist government And they, in response to your protests, bring down the fist harder and faster. You endure and you keep protesting, because when they bring their fist down harder and faster, that's when you know that they are scared and trying to stop you where you stand. They're trying to get in the middle of it.
Come on, Clara.
We lost, didn't we?
It wasn't just about winning.
What? What was it about then?
You remember? In the streets, hundreds of thousands marching shoulder to shoulder. Biggest demonstrations in HK history. The world watched it all happen, heard our voices, saw us bleed.
So?
So? If we stayed silent, didn't stand up for ourselves, they would say, this is how it always was. They would say, this is what the people wanted. But no, they can't say that, because it has gone down in history that we resisted fiercely.
I fucking love this. I think this is wonderful. This is beautifully put. This is maybe time for story time. Let me unplug my controller from my makeshift charging station for a bit. I've been thinking about protest stuff today. I put an application in for some writing work, and they wanted a portfolio of writing samples, and it was a pretty big... Reese, I'll get to your question in a second. It was a pretty big portfolio, so I needed to, like, they wanted a lot of variety of things to apply with, and I ended up looking at some of my political writing. The open letter that I wrote to the BBC when they uncritically platformed a hugely transphobic hate piece. The protest speech I wrote and delivered as the last protest of the day, speech of the day at a protest I held outside of the BBC's London offices, and a piece of music that ended up being created that uses a snippet from my protest in a transpositive, be-yourself punk rock track. And I thought about, you know, the BBC made small alterations to that piece. They never took it down. They never, like, fully gave us what we wanted. And I think sometimes about, like, you know, does it feel like that fight and that protest achieved much? And, like, tangibly, I don't know how much it achieved in its aims of getting the BBC to do something tangible about that one piece. But it became a big enough story that the BBC had to publish a story on their own news site about the open letter. The BBC had to acknowledge how much hate there was for what they'd published. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, you know, fuck the BBC, but I'm putting this, into the Twitch chat quickly. This is an article the BBC News had to publish because more than 16,000 people at the time of the BBC writing, I think by the end it was about 65,000, but at the time they wrote a news story about it, like 16,000 people signed an open letter calling for the BBC to apologise for this piece they'd published. The BBC had to acknowledge our complaints and our demands. The BBC were put in the position of having to acknowledge our complaints. And, like, that's something I take as a win. I'm like, we forced the BBC to acknowledge that there was dissent to what they had published. That talk I gave outside of the BBC, you know, maybe it didn't get them to give an apology there and then, but it inspired someone enough that they reached out and said, I'm making a punk track and I want to use a piece of your speech in it because you inspired me to make music by the words you said about what they did. I see the ripples, the ways that, like, I resisted as fiercely as I could, and it forced moments of admittance, of pushback. It blossomed bits of desire to make art about resistance, and to me that makes it feel worth it, even if, you know, I didn't fix the BBC's institutional transphobia right then and there. I had an impact, and it feels worth it. Anyway, that was a bit of a attraction. Reese in the YouTube chat says, how do we feel about the juxtaposition of the Hong Kong protests with the political movements in the fictional narrative of the game? That is a conversation that I will probably get into when we finish playing through this game. I've had thoughts about it, and honestly, I've just not had long enough to condense. I need to go through a second time, I think, and really look at the events of this game through, like, the real-world context of Hong Kong protests before I have an opinion. Like, I could start trying to put an opinion together now, but I think it would be ill-educated, and I would rather come back and say something when I have something that feels better put together to say. Yeah, Phantasm Sam says, no matter what happens, we will not go quietly. Yep. Sometimes protest doesn't penetrate the armor of the oppressors, but it will reach those who fight for the cause. Yeah. I want to pull up that snippet of speech now. And find it. Protest speeches. Maybe the most proud I've been of a speech I've given at a protest, that one. The storm picked up, it was in the rain and the wind, it got real dramatic by the end of it. I'm just gonna skim ahead to just some at the end of it. I have no interest in explaining video games on your TV shows or radio broadcasts until you can get your act together on trans coverage. I do not care if you offer me money, I can afford to say no. Unless you are calling to talk about the trans community, with me not used as half of a for-balance debate, and during the broadcast Tim Davies is going to come out on air and issue a proper apology for the BBC's treatment and coverage of the trans community, I have no interest in ever returning to talk about meaningless video game bullshit for you. I used to be proud beyond belief when the BBC saw me as an expert worthy of airtime. Today, if you asked me about to talk about video games for you, I will tell you to go fuck yourselves. If you don't consider me an expert when I'm talking to you about my own lived experience and how it feels to be represented as a potential predator by your shitty, low-effort attempts at journalism, then I don't want anything to do with you. Once upon a time, the BBC loved to hear what I had to say. Now they're going to hear what I have to say, whether they want to or not, even if I have to come uninvited and shout it outside their door. That last couple of lines that ended up being used in Spread Your Wings by Convoke, and I'm very... It's quite a thing to have, like, someone be like, can I use a couple of lines of a protest you gave in a rock track? I'm like, it was pretty exciting. But, yeah. Vanta Sam says, I love that for Father here, it isn't even success at the moment, but to show there was resistance historically. Show that we fought against it even if we lost. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's... Even if that open letter to the BBC didn't impact anything in the moment, it left a legacy that, like, there is evidence on the BBC's news site that we resisted. Even if that protest didn't achieve anything in the moment, it's now part of a song that chronicles that we resisted. It's leaving it, as you say, it's as Father says, we're leaving evidence that we resisted, that we didn't let it go quietly, that we didn't just accept it. Yeah, Reese says it's absolutely valid. I think there are complexities with said context. Maybe kind of a risky move, but Carl Zar's commentary about Hong Kong protests has made me keep thinking about this game. Can't wait to listen to your thoughts after everything if you share them publicly. Yeah, we'll see. I want to deep dive into more context on the Hong Kong protests before I work out what I want to say. I don't want to be someone who stumbles into real world political commentary and comparisons to a video game, because, like, if I'm not equipped to do so, properly, I risk muddying actual political conversation, which is not a thing I want to do. But
That we fought for a different future until we couldn't. That legacy lives in us.
Dies with us too.
Yes, but it lives on in Iris.
this is why, when the game asked earlier, are there beliefs you are willing to burn for? This is why I say yes. Even if the fight dies with you, it lives on in others. It lives on in those you inspire. If you die doing the fight, and your bit of the fight isn't the bit that changes everything, but someone else picks up the torch where you left off because of what you said, then that's what's important.
Wherever she is.
Wherever she is.
You believe all that?
Of course. It's what you told me.
Then I guess I believe it too.
Oh, here we go. Now it's the all red outfits. God, yeah, these come in real early. So we are still 4 years away from Blue, and supposedly a Watcher crucified in the garden.
What did you say?
I'll do it.
Oh, Watcher. Okay. I think this is the wrong move. But we know 4 years from now where this is going to lead. And I want to believe that even when she gets reformatted, some part of Watcher remains. And that the Blue, who goes and bombs that fucking play and takes out President with her. That's Watcher. That's Watcher breaking through whatever brainwashing has been done and still having the fight in her.
Say that again.
I said, I'll confess.
You've come to your senses. After all these years in here.
Years?
Finally. I'm so proud. Guard, no more doses. Let's get some fresh clothes.
Yeah, the second we agree to give her what she wants, yeah, the drugging stops, because the drugging was never
Maybe
necessary.
a haircut. Replace those broken glasses, won't you? We need to have her appear just like the Watcher we knew and loved.
Fuck Noah here, because she's saying this as if she's doing this for our benefit, that it's like, oh, now that everything's over, we can get you back how you were. We can fix everything. Like, this is a nice thing we're doing for you. They're doing this so that we don't look broken and beaten, defeated. Because if we, after years of not being seen by the public, suddenly appear looking absolutely drugged to high heaven, broken, and slur out an admission of guilt, everyone will know it was a coerced confession. They're getting us off of the drugs and tidied up so we look like we gave this willingly. Fucking hell. The manipulative tactics are so clearly visible. I hate how clearly I can see the manipulation.
I'm back. Why did you leave the door open? Yeah. It wasn't easy. No one saw me. I swear. Bah?
Oh. Is Dad dead at this point and you're just sleepwalking around? Oh no. Yeah, 2049. So this is a year after the event.
Hello? Ah, it's me.
Yeah, you're talking to your dad who isn't here. Fuck.
It's just me. There's no danger. No one saw me. Ay, 你去咗邊啊?
Well, this is heartbreaking. God damn it. Oh, this is rough. Oh.
Why are the lights off? There's nothing to worry about. I found more ivy drip. You'll feel better right away. Baha? I thought you hated making videos. You idiot. How far do you think you're going to get without me?
All you have to do is repeat the lines. Simple as that. Do you understand?
I do.
Watcher, you have had, like, multiple years stuck in this room. What you need to do is, if you're going to agree to do this, you don't say yes until you've thought it through. Find a way to sneak a sign into this video that it is insincere. Something that people might watch and pick up on and go, you were trying to scream at us through the screen that this was not true.
This is the right thing to do, Watcher. I'm looking out for you. Repeat the lines as we practiced. Trust me, okay?
Okay.
We're rolling.
Like, emphasize specific words, or blink on specific words. Something that could be picked up.
Everyone can hear you now, Watcher. Just go ahead.
Sisters, it's me, Watcher. I'm alive. I confirm it is year 3 AA, after All Mother. There's something I want you to know.
When they were beating me up, there were 4, 5 of them. They were completely covered up. Helmet, gas mask, shield, no eyes, no skin showing, nothing.
Before I go further here, I just want to comment. Asking you as the player to pick what kind of emotional tone to give your confession in, and picking rage, mentally building yourself up for fuck this. I'm innocent. I'm fucking furious at what they've done. Building yourself up for fury, and clicking fury, and getting just Dad here very calmly talking about enduring, you know, essentially political punishment for his actions in this calm and tranquil place. That is one of the best uses of subversion of expectation and, like, complete whiplash of tone that I've ever seen.
What do you do when you face this kind of enemy? My brother called out for me as they dragged him away. That's what he said.
I watched someone on TikTok this morning who was heading to a protest, who posted a video on social media explicitly to say, I have no plans to commit suicide, I have no intentions to do so, no plans to do so, I am in a frame of mind where I would not do so. Specifically for the fear of, if I get arrested and end up dying in a prison somewhere, and they try and say I killed myself, don't let them spin that narrative. It is the idea of someone being dragged away from the cops and the thing they think to say is I won't kill myself. It's, I need you to know if they say that's what happened, it's not. I hate that that's the thing you have to think about. But
what makes a person say this?
What makes a person say this is knowledge. Knowledge that when you are locked up by people with more power than you, who refuse you a lawyer, refuse you due process, just lock you in a room. If they kill you and they say that you killed yourself, you don't get to advocate for yourself anymore. You don't get to tell people that you didn't. The only chance you have is to tell people in advance as they're dragging you off or before they get a chance to drag you off. If they say I killed myself, they're lying. Just so that someone doubts the narrative, if it happens.
I'm not strong like you. Like your mother. These sounds, him screaming, my skull cracking. Do you know why I used to sing all the time? It helped to drown out the sounds.
Reese says, I think Dad's arc is one of my favorites because of how emotional I became as it unfolded. Heartbreaking. It's breaking me. Honestly, I fucking love him as a character. The way he talks about the need to protest, his confidence that it was the right thing to do, even if it didn't tactically change things, that it still was important. The ways that he is vulnerable about the experience of surviving violent response to protest, it's beautiful.
It's my birthday soon. I hate that. Trapped in this body, trapped in this age, trapped in this time.
I never wanted to be a father. How could I? I lost all faith and respect for this world.
Welcome to me and my struggles with the thought of being a parent. It's hard to want to be a parent in a world that you look at every day and go, oh god, the fascism is dialing up to 11 and I don't know how bad it's going to be for me, let alone for if I had a kid, how bad would it be by the time they got around? It's pretty terrifying, and it's all the more terrifying when you face it up front, when you go shout in its face, go do the fight for rights and feel like you're shouting and stomping and not getting anywhere. It's scary.
But I couldn't tell your mom. She believed so deeply that this was how to reclaim the dignity we lost. To be honest, Wimui, when you were born, it was hard for me to love you at first. Then after a while, it was the only thing I knew how to do.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna continue picking Rage.
My sister asked me today what it was like to have a father. I don't know. I don't know that Iris anymore.
Being a parent does make you lose somewhat of the self that you once were.
She listened to music, I think. Wanted to draw pictures. That Iris took the easy way out. That Iris should have been stronger.
When you were growing up, there was this rage inside you that would burst out from time to time. I couldn't understand why. We tried to give you everything we didn't have. Maybe you felt the same way I did. Waking up one day on the wrong side of the wrong bed, and then living the rest of your life that way. Like wrong ingredients in a soup.
Yeah, Unit 27, you're not wrong. There's... In a just world, this would have been up for Best Narrative awards in games. I regret that I didn't play it to advocate for it as Best Narrative. I can tell you this, I know it didn't come out this year, but my Game of the Year awards at the end of the year will always make space for games that I only got around to playing this year. This will be getting some award from me at the end of this year. I will, at the end of this year, be advocating that this is one of the best things I played.
Smells right, looks right, but in the stomach, it's bitter. Wimui, I thought I could give you a life without such bitterness. But isn't this just the way? We do not get to choose what we inherit. I promised myself I would die in Hong Kong. That's where my ashes belong.
What youngest made? All I could hear was blood. All I could taste was bitter. What came over me? Cutting that thing? I've never felt more powerful.
Yeah, like, it might be game of last year. You know, I don't have set categories. It'll be when
Look what I am capable of.
when we get there, I'll know what it is. But it might best game of last year that I only just got around to is probably what this will be this year.
Look how far I can go. Youngest must learn the hard way. The other sisters will understand. She needs to be punished. Maybe she will finally grow. Maybe I will finally get some peace and quiet. This is the right thing for both of us. I am pushed too far.
Clara, you've taken such good care of me. I think you can finally take a day off. 我想返屋企。我會飛返屋企。
The way that Father is talking here reminds me a lot of the final episode of The Good Place. Without spoiling too much about the rest of the show, the final episode of The Good Place is very much about having the autonomy to be allowed to decide when you're ready to go, and you're ready to not exist anymore, and you're ready to say, today's the day. There's a beautiful phrase used in it by a character talking about him, why he makes the decision he does to be done. And he says, I realized that the air inside of my lungs felt the same as the air outside of me, and I knew I was at peace. And it wasn't sad, it wasn't devastating, it was just, now is my time. And they made one nice last day out of it, and they let it be that it was. And the way Father is talking here reminds me a lot about that it's not, I'm going, this is not akin to, like, suicide as a devastated, distraught act. It's not akin to, you know, anything of that nature. It's simply, I'm ready for the fight to be over, and I'm at peace, and I'm ready for my story to end. Rustation says, I just realized that that in this scene while watching a video he made. I don't think I picked up on that in my playthrough. Yeah. Going from funny dad making longevity noodles to having a badass activist backstory is some great character development. But it's also, he started as the character, like, trying to make the noodles that'll make you live forever, and he's now at the point of being here forever isn't what's important. It's being okay with my time is done, and I'm okay with that.
We can all meet there for some noodle, okay?
Oh god. Oh. That's the line that got me. We can all meet there for some noodle, okay? Oh. Oh god. Oh.
I can't believe you. They deserve to know. You think I was going to air this live?
Yeah, no, they were never going to. They were never going to give you the opportunity. They're never going to give you the opportunity to be the lesbians on the 6 o'clock news. Which, if you're unaware, back in the 80s, in order to protest Section 28, a bunch of lesbians managed to get into the correct bit of BBC Broadcasting House for the live 6 o'clock news and handcuff themselves to the desk. And we're like, fuck it, we're here live. And they until they were able to cut the channel feed off, They protested for Section 28.
Without so much as a dress rehearsal? You stupid, selfish. Principal is not going to be pleased. This could have been easy. Honorable.
Fuck you. Well, can I just say, well done, Watcher. Well done, Watcher, for still not giving in. Fuck yeah. I am so proud of Watcher.
Instead, guard, are we rolling?
Yes, High Minister.
Good morning, Watcher. Care to confess today?
I'd rather die.
Figured as much.
You knew, didn't you? Makes sense now. A knower always knows.
We never give in, do we? That's why our body is hanging in the courtyard. They kill us because it becomes obvious we're never going to give in.
You knew what she was doing, and you let her do it. And you let me do it.
Watcher, please. The more time you spend in here, the more stories you're making up. Do you remember this?
Secretary.
Yes. And the piece you used to end Mother. How crude.
You're gonna kill me? Fine. Put me out of my misery, sister.
Extracting a confession is like pulling out a dirty, rotten tooth.
I'm not afraid.
Good. It'll hurt, but when it's all over, all healed, you'll feel cured. Free, even.
If the psychological shit isn't going to get Watcher to break, I doubt that physical torture would do it. Some things are worth burning for.
What are you waiting for?
Tell me, Watcher, who's to blame for Mother's death?
Oh, this is going to be like that Star Trek TNG episode, The Four Lights. This is going to be Four Lights, isn't it? Who's to blame for Mother's death?
How many times have I told you? Principal had a plan.
I see.
Oh.
Who did it, Watcher? Focus on the question, please, Watcher.
No, you're just gonna stand around.
No one cares, sister.
Fanta Sam says, God, this is somehow the most violent game I've ever played, and you never even touch a gun. Yeah. This is some of the most, like, violently intense. Like, I don't know that I can point to another game that does being tortured into giving a false confession as brutally and honestly and directly as this game does. And again, we had this conversation during one of the previous streams. Would this game have been better as like a short, as a film or a TV show or something non-interactive? No. This moment right here, this shit like this, I feel so much more engaged because I am in control of the button that says, no, fuck you, I'm not giving in, I'm not saying what you want, I'm not confessing. Even if it's largely non-interactive, it is important in these moments that I'm resisting.
But how much do you care for that remaining eye of yours?
Well, we clearly have neither of them 4 years from now when we are crucified in the garden. Our whole job is Watcher. Yeah, she's taking the eyes first because watching and observing is our whole point in life.
This will all be over faster if you don't resist. Let's try again. Watcher, who's to blame for Mother's death?
You know who it was.
A pity. A watcher who can no longer see. Guard, you can stop the recording. Clean this mess up, please. But leave her.
God, all I can hear is the heartbeat. Oh, that's the most effective use of a heartbeat sound I've maybe ever experienced in a game.
Wui,
You can't stop me from going.
not here to stop you. I just want to talk.
I don't have much time.
God, I feel like I'm gonna break again.
We fled too. You know? Left our friends and family behind.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, it was Mom who was brave enough to have hope. Brave enough to want more for our lives. More for your life. Always hard to know when to stay, when to go.
Yeah.
But when we made that choice, we hurt many people. What I'm saying, Wimui, is that she will come to understand your decision.
She's so angry.
I know. That's a mother's job.
Sorry. Thank you for letting me know about the tinnitus accessibility option. I will turn the tinnitus sounds off when I have a chance.
Is it?
Just promise to come home. You don't have to mean it. But false hope is still hope.
God damn.
And it will take care of us for a while.
Oh, that's interesting. Even without our eyes, we can see our arms, kind of. Not because we can actually see our arms, but because of proprioception. Our body's internal ability to sense where our limbs are, even if we can't see them, means we know that's where our limbs are. Give me a second to see if I can... Right, I'll turn those off. My apologies.
Joe?
Mm-hmm. Yes?
Maybe you were right.
Ooh, you think so? About what?
They won't be children forever. Not like me. Or you.
Iris.
They have a chance to grow. Maybe I should let them. If the Keepers can speak to me this way, I'm sure I can repurpose it. Show them the past.
Oh, this is how the... Communion is how they communicate with you, okay.
But they may not like what happened.
Maybe that's okay. Yes, it's okay. The most important thing, whether they like it or not, is to remember.
God damn this game.
Watcher. Watcher, watcher, watcher.
Fuck you.
Look at you. You should be dead, you know. Principal asked for your head. But I couldn't do that to my own sister.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
So I brought her your eyes instead.
You don't get to act like this is an act of mercy. Funnily enough, I've been very obsessed recently with Epic the Musical, a musical based on the Odyssey. And, this reminds me a lot of, Odysseus, blinding the Cyclops and then, leaving and acting as if, blinding the Cyclops but not killing them was some kind of act of mercy. As opposed to an opportunity for Odysseus to gloat and boast and to be like, you live because I decree it, essentially. And how much that fucking comes back to bite him. But it's... You don't take someone's sight and then act like you did it because you were doing them a mercy in the act. It's like, no, fuck off.
Still warm to the touch. Think of this as a favor. You've seen too much. Now you can give that all a rest. Is this how you pictured the future? Principal, you can't imagine what she's capable of. Or maybe, of all people, you really can. We were happy before.
What, before you fucking tortured me for 3 years and took my eyeballs? Yeah, pretty happy.
We had our functions, our simple pleasures. We had each other. And now look at us. I guess Mother was right. It is our lot to be bound.
Oh.
Everyone, settle down.
Mother, what is this about?
Please. I'm asking nicely.
You're nervous.
Just sit down.
Is this about your sleepwalking?
Will you let me explain? We are going to have a communion. Yes, a communion. All together.
What is that word?
I want to share a memory with you. Something special to me. Something special to my mother. A place from a long time ago.
A place on the surface? With humans?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Now, close your eyes. Closed? In 3, 2, 1.
Oh. God, this is gonna be like when Everything's Alright plays in To the Moon, isn't it? What I was racing for, I wasn't ready for this. For all of the problems it has, Iris still believed that the outside world was worth fighting to reclaim. Unlike Principal, who is happy to resign to society, living underground and giving up the surface entirely, or Mother, Iris, for what it's worth, believed the surface had beauty and was worth suffering, maybe see again someday. Whether she did it the right way or not, who can say, but Ooh. Sorry, some sort of flying insect apparently came through the open window. Bumped into me briefly. This is my fault. Oh, it's a moth. This is my fault for having the window open and the big bright light on. It's a very warm day. Yes, very good point in chat, which I'm gonna get to in a second. Yeah, Molly Hawk says the first communion being a memory of a place she never saw, a home her mother lost. Yeah, it's pretty heartbreaking. Yeah. Oh.
So, you finally found a way out. What is that place we keep seeing?
Okay, we're in year 7 now.
An ancient human city.
Okay, so in year 7, Watcher is still alive. That's not really her hung up in the center of town. She's blind, but she's still alive.
It keeps reoccurring everywhere. It's an obsession.
I'm really happy that Watcher, despite everything, despite having her eyesight taken, still resisted, still persisted.
Does it still exist?
Is still here in the rebellion.
In what sense? I don't know. In any sense? I believe that's up to us. I don't know where you end and I begin. It's messy, isn't it? We've been in here for a long time.
We've been in where for a long time?
Longer than I've ever attempted.
Oh. Oh, Watcher's been communing with Blue. The reason we've been having all these flashes and jumping through time is Watcher has been trying to take Blue through everything Watcher experienced. Has this whole game been Watcher communing with Blue?
But now, you've seen everything I have to show.
Well, that's so interesting. This has entirely been us jumping around the life of... Oh.
These last fragments were what Principal wanted to hide. They needed to be seen. We'll never get anywhere by tampering with history.
When you say these last fragments, is that the stuff of Watcher in prison? There's a scene between Chapter Redacted and the school in Chapter 1 that's very easy to forget. Which scene is that, Rustation? I may well not remember it, and a reminder wouldn't hurt.
After this, I want you to understand. This communion will no longer protect us. Time will march forward, and we must confront our sins. Let's go. I'm glad to hear that. You know, I learned a thing or two this time around. So did I.
I imagine if I played it again, I would learn a few things that time around.
We need to change.
Oh, the scene where you speak as two versions of Watcher controlling the dialogue between them. Oh, yeah.
Together, then, into the future.
I'm so interested to, at some point, replay this. Not immediately. I need to get started on Claire Obscure 33. But,
Move? What's going on?
You? Wait, dear one. What the fuck? Know her. What did you do to her?
None of the sisters were ever dead. They would have come for us if they'd known. It's not that they're dead, it's not that they hated us. God damn.
Straight to judgment. You haven't changed, little sister.
Her eyes. What happened to her eyes?
I did what I had to do.
Come on your feet. I'm here.
Baby?
But they're all here. They're all gonna save her.
The days get shorter, don't they?
Baby, is that really you?
As me as I'll ever be.
Secretary! Don't forget Secretary!
I've got them. Don't worry.
Baby, your arm.
She's blind.
You really took your time.
You said she would be safe.
She's breathing, isn't she?
Fucking hell.
That is not what I meant.
No thanks. No acknowledgement. You're the one who's obsessed with this whole bloodless encounter. Taking your sweet time, everything in its right place. Don't you understand by now? Someone will always get hurt. That is the reality. You're lucky she still remembers who she is.
Fuck you, Noah. If Watcher was at a point of not remembering who she was anymore, it would have been because of you trying to fuck with her entire understanding of who she was.
Let's go, BB. Nowhere. Things are in motion, okay? We'll be in touch.
Wait.
Oh, you want to thank you? Well,
attend to me.
What do you mean?
Make it look convincing. Your wrench. That should do the trick.
Unless Noah is in deep cover. Well, nah, fuck it. There are so many things she could have done that weren't taking her eyes. No, fuck you, Noah. There is no world in which any of that should have, like... So many people that weren't watching would have fucking broken.
Are you doing okay?
You know me, sister. I'm doing what I must.
Fuck. Fuck, Noah is so interesting. I'm so interested to go through Noah's whole thing again. God, I have so many complicated feelings about Noah now. That I'm not gonna know how to unpack until I play it again. God damn.
Yeah, you're better at that than I am.
You've always been...
You could have let her finish. Hurts less when you can't see it coming. Besides, I hate when she gets sentimental.
Like, look, if nothing else, if she was under deep cover, she could have, like, cut across the eyes, like, there, only lightly across the lid, down. Like, could have cut across one of them, but only, like, made it look like she was cutting across the other. She didn't have to take both eyes. She could have pretty convincingly, like, she took the eyes to All Mother. She could have taken anyone's fucking eyes to Principal. She could have taken anyone's fucking eyes to Principal, and it would have been convincing. Yeah, Mollyhawk says, I don't think Noah could have kept her position by Principal's side and kept Watcher alive any other way, but I also don't think that's a good enough excuse to do it. Kind of agree. Again, I want to replay this and take it in a second time. Now that I have all of this context, I need to go through it again and go, could you have avoided any of this? Principal wanted a pound of flesh. Yeah, but I feel like there's other pounds of flesh you could have taken, or you could have taken that pound of flesh from someone else. Plus, Mauve was always watching. Yeah, but... I think there's ways you could have gone around it. I think there's ways you could have gone around it. She pretended to try to destroy and harm Watcher by trying to destroy and harm Watcher. Yeah, it's... I very much think... cut out one of her eyes, cut across the other eye, tell Principal here's one, the other one got too damaged in the process to take, but yeah, shit. His pictures. Like, there's ways you could have left her with one of her eyes. Oh, right. Much like Iris's mother, survival is the singularly most important value to Noah. Yeah. Is it true that they can put Watcher in another body?
Oh.
Please tell me this is Watcher.
She rises.
Okay, it's blue.
Healer.
Good. And your name?
The you that remains.
Watcher?
Try again.
Blue?
Better. And where are we?
You missed the ending. Birthday party. Youngest gift.
Well, aren't you all sorts of something?
How long was I?
The whole time, sister. Since the beginning.
The beginning? When was the beginning?
Who knows? Who cares? For us, it's only been 8 hours.
You mean...
Is 8 hours roughly how long this amount of the game should have taken to play? Is this about 8 hours of play for the standard player who's not playing on stream and stopping to chat? Okay, interesting. I would kind of have loved if the game had like a series of those numbers recorded for to check your playtime count.
I've been communing this whole time.
Look, honey, I'll be blunt. I don't know you. But let me tell you how it looks from where I'm sitting. For years, we've been riding this train, working to piece things back together. And then, hours ago, you decided to set off a bomb. In one moment, you destroyed everything we've been working toward.
Well, I didn't fucking know what you'd been planning. Also, are they doing their mobile rebellion from on a never-stopping train? That's really cool.
What did you want with the ministers?
That's not for you to know. I can tell you, we didn't want them burnt to a crisp. We knew those sisters. I even birthed some of those sisters.
They turned on you.
Was that a good enough reason to torch them?
If you knew what I had been through, you would have done the same.
They're all miscellaneous like you.
Watch her. I need to see her.
Was that joyride not enough? She's not taking visitors.
She'll want to see me.
Is that so? Easy on your feet there. We don't need another patient aboard.
You sat next to me the whole time?
BB did.
It was very kind of her.
Don't flatter yourself, honey. We didn't know what you'd be like. Terrorist and all.
They said you were incinerated.
I might as well be. I haven't stepped off this train for... who knows how long. I've lost track. What did they get me for? Too many puns?
They said you were running dangerous experiments.
Well, that part is true.
I know. I wanted to burn it all down.
You got what you wanted. Happy?
I'll be back.
I don't doubt it. Nowhere to go here except back and forth, back and forth.
Are you really gonna follow me around like this?
You don't like it?
Did I say that out loud?
I've got some new tricks. I promise. And Watcher told me to. So I have to.
Okay, then. Good talk.
Thank you.
Watcher? Is it really you? It's me. Blue. I guess.
I don't sense any activity.
Watcher, can you hear me? Hello? Did you see that?
What are you?
You didn't see anything?
I believe the train is experiencing power fluctuations.
Did you and Watcher have a good chat? Surprised you're not sick of each other yet?
She's barely there.
Her condition has been critical for a long time now. The drugs they gave her in captivity?
But I was just fine. She was just fine.
She may be lucid in a communion, but her meat sac is failing her. Every communion drags her system through the ringer.
Then why did she?
Addiction? She's been playing the past over and over, going round and round.
I had no idea.
She needs to be resting. You should be doing the same. You look terrible.
Can we combine Blue and Watcher? They can share this shell, maybe?
Fixer? I need to see Fixer.
Are you even listening to me? Of course you're not. Who listens to Healer anyways?
You said there'd be no more blood.
Vivi, we don't have time for this. We're already on our way there. They know we're coming. You tricked me. We don't always get to choose how it goes, okay?
Fixer, I shot her in the head.
You did what you needed to do.
What you needed me to do. How aim can an arrow from a bow that can't bend?
What are you even saying?
How about I speak your language? Let the murderers do their murdering. Leave me out of it.
I love that Bang Bang Fire is the one person here who is strictly anti-violence now. That's such an interesting choice.
You. Good timing.
How are you alive?
Hey, this is my train. I'm asking the questions. Who do you work for? What do they want?
I genuinely don't remember the answer to this question. Is it... Chris? Probably makes sense. Is the answer?
Chris. She runs a miscellaneous underground network. I wanted to help.
Chris.
Yeah, I could see the argument for all of them, I guess.
You know her?
I told her to wait.
The way the Reds treat us in Old Town, we were done waiting.
I see, yeah, okay.
I met with the Jows.
The Jows?
They sent the others to me.
They've gone rogue.
The Irish fanatics, they helped. They want to clear the way for a second Allmother.
Those weirdos? They're involved now?
A sister named Doreen. From your time, I think.
I can't believe she would go around me like this.
I can. All the old sisters are getting picked off one by one. Bartender was shot.
No wonder I haven't heard from her.
You talked?
Not as much as I would have liked.
There was a guard. A white guard. Mauve.
Mauve? That's her name?
Why wouldn't it be? I saw her in the communion. She was there with Watcher in the cell. She wants to incinerate all the sisters from the last generation.
If that's true,
He wants to kill off everyone who knows of the old religion, who knows of a world different to what before this. He wants the only people who are alive to be people who don't know any alternative.
nowhere's in danger. You're telling me they all helped?
In one way or another.
Shit. I knew something was going on. Why do you think we grabbed you?
They cut you out.
Losers.
How'd you know it was me?
I was following you.
I sent Secretary to do some spying on our friends.
But what have you been doing all this time? Where are we?
I finally figured out these damn trains. We're circling. Never in one place. Always on the move.
What's our plan?
My plan went up in smoke thanks to you. The ministers were going to overthrow Principal. Legitimately.
The Red Guard would never stand for it.
I was working on it.
Things are out of control. I've seen through Watcher's eyes. People need to know the truth.
Things take time, okay? They take careful planning. I don't expect a shell like you to understand that.
Hey, Fixer, I get it. You don't want to rush an attempted revolution. But taking too long gets people killed. Taking too long leads to shit happening that can't be undone. If you'd maybe moved a little faster and spent a little less time planning and prepping, Watcher might have her eyesight.
Where are we headed?
We're to rendezvous with everyone in 72 hours. They called a meeting. God damn it. Not now.
What happened?
These trains were never meant to run non-stop like this. Something must have... Get out of my way.
Oh.
No, no, no. It's only a matter of time.
BB, hey.
Do I know you?
I'm Blue.
You seem uncertain about that.
I'm, adjusting.
Long communion ring your sky through the iris of an eye?
Something like that.
So you're the mass murderer.
Well, a dull knife is no knife at all.
Why do I know these words?
They are yours. I spent time with you in the communion.
If you are so acquainted with me, then you must know that I don't trust murderers.
That makes two of us. Two murderers who have it out for murderers.
Leave me, will you? There was dire and damage enough before you came along.
Can I, just ask you a question? About Fixer and Watcher?
No.
Okay.
You were so mad, but so out of breath. To be honest, it was hard not to laugh.
You talk to her?
I tell her bedtime stories of the past, seeing as how much she likes that stuff.
Can she hear you?
The monitors don't pick up any response, but you can give it a shot. Maybe you'll be successful, since the two of you have such a bond.
You sleep here?
Best that someone is nearby at all times.
What about BB?
Sleeps too soundly.
And Fixer?
Honey, don't play dumb.
How is she?
Stable, for now.
I think Watcher was trying to share something important with me.
Like what?
About how we're all connected. Grandmother, Iris, youngest, her.
She showed you all that? I see.
It's the lineage. She's trying to get you to see, like, the cycle, the repetition, the generational stuff, the thread that links the lineage.
Shared all this to a stranger. I was always trying to get her to open up to me, her sister.
Oopsie.
Watcher, can you hear me? Inside sunrise, please.
Apologies. This often happens.
A mix as old, as sweet as...
Do you want to tell her a story?
Watcher, I can make you an inside sunrise. Of all the ingredients for it, just wake up.
Melody?
I think I'll leave her for now. Let her rest.
As you wish.
No one is beyond forgiveness.
Yeah, it is interesting the one-sided relationship Blue has with the other sisters. Because, like, Blue knows each of them intimately, but they don't know her at all.
Whoa, cut it out. Whoa, cut it.
What if we're caught? Do you see what I'm saying?
I'll carry her.
BB, without the meds, the equipment,
I'll carry the equipment.
she's lived too many lifetimes.
Are you giving up on our sister?
Don't do that. Remember what our functions have in common. Both require us to separate our heartbreak from our hand.
Well, this is my hand talking. Try again. You are the queen of experimentation. Try something you haven't tried yet.
You're overstepping.
The sand need only pour once before it knows oblivion.
What sand?
I have failed sisters before. If you will not, I'll do it myself.
And I suppose I just sit around and let you make a mess of the place?
You probably shouldn't.
All right, let me think. Is there something I haven't thought of? What else?
Healer?
Not now.
I want to help.
Honey, just leave me. Please. You really want to help?
Yes.
Then tell Fixer to get herself over to Watcher.
Are you sure it should be me?
I thought you wanted to help.
Okay, but what about the train?
Tell her she may not have many more chances.
All right.
Yeah, this isn't a healing situation, this is a fixing situation.
A mess. Everything is a mess.
What is all this stuff?
Pieces for a backup pantograph. This train needs a whole teardown and rebuild by hand. We can't be sitting still like this.
Do the others help you?
Do you really expect BB to have the precision or Healer to have the grit? That's their best quality.
There's something wrong with Watcher's equipment. Can you come check it out?
Kid, you really are a piece of work. You lie like a knower. Where did you learn to do that?
You haven't been to Old Town for a while.
I guess I haven't.
Healer told me to get you. Watcher doesn't have a lot of time.
She's always so dramatic. I've got work to do. We're stuck, and who's going to get us unstuck, huh?
I think she really means it.
All right, little messenger. Tell her this for me. Fuck off.
What happened to you on the other side? Is that why you're like this? Is that why you can't face Watcher?
I'd be careful if I were you.
Fixer.
What did I say? Fuck?
Fixer.
What did I fuck?
Okay.
That was quick.
I have a message to deliver.
Go on.
Fuck off.
She is consistent. Don't tell anyone, Blue. I'm tired. I'm so damn tired. So many years trapped like this, at each other's throats. Is it wrong that I long for simpler times?
How did you escape?
The night of the occupant event, Nowhere came to us, shaking. Explained that Watcher got on the train meant for her, that things were going to take a bad turn. BB and I fled to Old Town, and Bartender hid us under the baseboards of the bar.
You mean in the storage?
Oh, You know the place.
We stashed strange ingredients down there.
And that's what we were. There was barely enough room to stand. We spent 2 months hiding before Fixer found us.
Odd.
Imagine our surprise, seeing the dead come back to life.
I didn't know Bartender did so much.
She saved us.
She saved me too.
Sometimes that's what survival and what standing up to fascist regimes looks like, is finding a place you can hide some people and hiding them, even if that means some people cramped in a space barely big enough to stand for a while.
What do you miss from that time?
I miss my station, having the resources to do proper work. All the shells simply doing their part.
I can call you Sister Pink, if that helps.
No, thank you. Sometimes just to miss something is enough.
Do you regret anything?
I used to think I was so above everything, speaking my mind and my truth as if everyone wanted to hear it, as if doing the same thing over and over again would make it better, even when everything was getting worse, and some people needed to hear something else.
Healer, you need a break.
I'm beyond rest, honey. You, on the other hand...
I'm doing fine.
Please. I need someone to listen to me for once.
Now hear this. This is a system-wide transmission.
Oh.
Direct to you, the esteemed High Minister.
Sisters and compatriots, this is the High Minister speaking. A brutal attack has been made on our solemn efforts at a sustainable future. I need not recite the damage, but I will speak their names. Vivian, Janice, Vanessa, Eileen, Denise. These were the ministers that served you without a thought to their own desires. Yesterday, they were brutally murdered in an act of senseless violence. Not since the death of the All-Mother have we seen such bloodshed and shared such grief.
This reminds me a lot of, and I know I brought this up earlier, but I think this game is an interesting comparison. Metaphor ReFantasio. Metaphor ReFantasio is a game fundamentally in its first, 50% to 2/3, is a game about attempting to assassinate a fascist political leader under the belief that managing to assassinate them will solve the problem. It will prevent fascism from ascending to the throne. And as you go through that game, it becomes increasingly apparent that just assassinating a fascist doesn't necessarily fix the problem. You make a martyr of them, you present a power vacuum that other people could flow into. What do you do to not make that be a rallying cry for the fascists' followers to sort of revolt stronger than they would have otherwise done? And it's the thing here, you've killed these ministers, but you've then fled, you've left no public manifesto for why you did it. You allow the regime left in place to control the narrative about what that political violence meant. If you commit political violence without a clear narrative of why you did it and what you were achieving, you leave those in power to capitalize on creating the message out of the violence that you commit. That makes sense? Also, as Molly Hawk points out, not naming the regular people that died, just the ministers, yeah, that's typical.
There is hope in these trying times. Our principle persists. Yes, sisters, she lives. And with her blessing, I have been given emergency powers to hunt down these terrorists and punish them to the full extent of our laws. Effective immediately, all sisters and compatriots will shelter in place. Those who seek to harm us are still at large. We will seek no rest and see no night until those responsible are brought to justice. Let the inside sky cast no shadow for these criminals.
Ouch.
This is your High Minister speaking. The year is 7AA. Gratitude to the Provisional Government.
Help! Someone help! Get away from me. Move! I'd rather die.
Hey, Watcher.
Healer, do something. Wake her up.
shortness of breath, heart palpitations, blood pressure spike.
You knew, didn't you? It makes sense now. A knower always knows. You knew what she was doing.
Noah's voice must have triggered her.
My eye! You took my eye. Help! Someone help!
God, Noah fucked Watcher up.
Watcher, breathe. Just breathe real slowly, love.
No more. These injections, they make me see things.
Please, Blue, say something to her.
Watcher, you wanted an inside sunrise, right? I have one for you. Mixed to perfection. I'll calm you right down, I promise. Nowhere can hurt you now. You're gonna kill me? Good. Put me out of my misery, sister. How long will this last?
I don't know. This is more strain on her system than she can bear. Go tell Fixer to come now. Go tell her it's now or never.
I am sprinting. Fixer, I'll slap you around the face if I have to. You gotta come with me.
Oh, my daily bother comes around.
Fixer. It's now or never.
Haven't I heard that before? Dramatic. Everyone on this train is so dramatic.
Fixer, you don't understand.
I understand just fine. Watcher does what Watcher wants, and everyone pays for it.
The Fixer I know would never...
Right. How could I forget? You know me. You know Watcher. You know it all, don't you?
I know what you mean to her.
You know, while you two were busy reminiscing, some of us were taking things seriously. You heard nowhere. They're after us. They are after you. So have a sense of self-preservation, will you? Leave me alone. Let me do what needs to be done. You can go play nurse with the others.
What makes you so different from them?
I don't need to answer that. If you don't like it, there's the door.
Fine. Fine. I give up.
Good. Finally. You can thank me later.
I'll find a way to save her. Don't need your fucking help, Fixer.
Blue, quick. She's asking for you.
Healer?
No. Watcher. She's awake. Healer gave her something. For a sliver of a second, our sister is back. Is Fixer coming?
No. I really tried.
Never mind.
How about you?
I still need a moment.
What do you mean?
Watcher is dying. Healer says, whatever you do, don't tell her.
He deserves to know.
We have to tell her.
Why wake her only to deliver daggers?
So that she can make the choice of how to spend her last moments, rather than wasting them not knowing that they're her
She
last.
deserves to traverse in peace. Please, Blue. These last moments are what she will carry into forever. Don't tell her. Sweet, sweet Watcher. Oh.
Oh. God.
Be gentle with her.
She needs to know. We can't.
We can. Any attempt at a communion will end her.
No communion. I got it.
We'll wait here.
Watcher, we're back together. Finally. You. I'm sorry. Commune. Now. Watcher, wait. We can't. Secretary, do it. Wait.
Oopsie.
These sisters need help.
We got no choice in this matter, huh?
Watcher, end this communion now. There is a you that remains and remains. There is an us with a pattern we are threading. Listen to me. There is a branch that continues diverging. And
are we gonna become one? I feel like that's the only way out of this, is that Blue and Watcher combine.
hey, I said stop this right now. There is a now. There is a now, and you are in it. Watcher, we both know you're in bad shape.
Me? I'm fine. Here in this place, I feel more than fine. This now. When is it?
The train just broke down. Fixer is working on it.
Then the time is right.
I wish you would stop doing that. Blue, it's you. Feels good to stretch my legs. Watcher, can you just stay put for a moment? We're running out of time. I'm glad we can talk. You said we needed to face the future. When did I say that? I say that, don't I? You're confused. Time and sequence. These are hard for me now. You must understand. Watcher, why did you give me all your memories?
No, Natalie, I don't think this is what David Cage thinks these games are. I think David Cage looks at this and goes, this is weird and artsy. Not like my highbrow AAA cinema art movie video games. I think he looks at this the way that, like, Michael Bay looks like an A24 art house film.
Why did you choose me? I was a stranger, a nobody.
Yes, you were without rank, status, function, without judgment. I could trust you with what happened, and then the more time I spent with you, I realized.
Tell me, why did you name yourself Blue? Because I always felt I was searching for something. Something just out of reach.
Blue. The color of futility.
You're correct. This has way too many women who are plot relevant for David Cage.
You reminded me of me. I wanted more for the both of us.
So I stayed and stayed until we became entangled.
And now comes the most important part. Our sisters must understand how and why they are alive.
We must help them resist erasure.
1000xRESIST?
After what I did.
Are we gonna have to get all 1000 sisters to X-Resist?
We're at each other's throats. How are we gonna make them listen?
Let me show you. These familiars were gifts from the occupants, a way to communicate with them. When I hurt Secretary, they entered a self-protection state.
Oh, these are the 3 we keep seeing in the visions.
Iris's commands were washed away.
I remembered everything.
The occupants communicate through referencing memory.
Yeah, we talked about this. We experienced this earlier. The times where we, in the communion, were attempting to communicate with the occupants, we did it by, like... what's that Star Trek species that, like... It turns out, essentially, they're speaking in memes and references. Like, they're saying things that you have to understand the reference point to understand the internal meaning of. This is, like... It's similar to that. This is... resonance. Yeah, it's you're speaking to a species that communicates through autistic echolalia, essentially. Resist is... apparently this wasn't intentional, but resist is an anagram for sister. Hell yeah. Temerians, the Temerians, yes.
Their recall is perfect. Our human ability to remember...
is pitiful.
Secretary, please.
Apologies.
The occupants gave the familiars to Iris, a way to store her memories outside of herself. They serve to ease where human memory is fallible.
Okay, these are like backup hard drives for human memory.
A single familiar allows for a two-way communion, like we are having now. But do you remember? Iris transmitting to all the ancient sisters at once.
Oh, yes. Iris initiated a communion with all of the sisters. That's how we saw Hong Kong.
The memory of the city. Yes. When all 3 familiars are present, a mass communion can be initiated. With every living thing in the orchard, the other side, this whole place. We can show everyone all at once what we know. And not only us. The experiences of Iris, her mother, her grandmother, our ancestors. The information in our genetic memory.
Well, that's saying it pretty directly and just putting it all out on the table, isn't it?
Will that be enough? I've learned that all change and transformation is violent. Fixer, healer, BBF. They're no match for the Red Guard. There is a way.
I am going to have to briefly stop and do my German in a moment, as much as I do not wish to do so.
You must summon the occupant.
What?
Iris's familiar has a direct link to the occupant. In the mass communion, you must summon them.
I don't understand.
Iris and the occupant had a pact. As we saw, she had been communing with them regularly, sharing with them her new memories. In exchange for her obedience, the occupant was hers to command. She used this power to eradicate all the other humans in this place.
You can't be suggesting.
I am. We must seize that power. There is an opportunity now. I can feel it.
What do we do? Can we command them to rebuild the planet?
Principal may be alive, but she is barely holding on to life.
Or we control them and we use them to kill Principal?
The explosion. Your actions, though desperate, destructive, have opened a path forward. An opportunity of this kind is fragile. You must ensure the path bends toward justice. You're asking me to use that power to kill sisters? I am asking you to make decisions. Do what it takes to protect a future worthwhile. But this is just the same cycle again and again. No. Secretary, explain.
When the occupant appears, I will merge with it.
Oh.
You can do that?
I am an occupant.
Yeah, we kind of put that together earlier.
Correct. I'm a copy, like you.
Do you remember where you're from?
No, I was branched with that.
Yeah, we talked about the fact that when Secretary is put together, they're like a crystalline diamond, much like the one that seemingly was surrounding the Earth.
I was made to store and transmit memory, and then to learn your way of speaking. Once I merge with my source, I will remember.
And you trust, Secretary? I do.
You will be given administrative privileges upon my merging. I will make sure of that. We are tools. We will accept your commands.
Blue, I have searched for so long. Replaying moments, trying to understand. Finally, I know what has to be done. Principal has the other two familiars. We must get to them. Initiate a mass communion, summon the occupant, and allow Secretary to merge with them. But Watcher, we can do it. I know we can. Here. This is your last communion. What are you talking about? All this time you've spent here has taken a toll. You're dying. Watcher? Who told you to say that? What? What are you talking about? Was it Nowhere? Did she convince you?
Oh, she's resisting the knowledge.
Was it Principal? No. Watcher, listen to me.
I know I need to pause and do my German in the next 10 minutes, but God, there's no good pause point in this narrative.
Will you stop pushing me around? Nowhere. She got to you, didn't she? And Nowhere always knows. After I told you everything.
Okay, we're gonna learn German for just a couple minutes. Forgive me while I appease the owl. My father is also a doctor. Mein Vater ist auch. Doctor is Arzt. Arzt. Ja, meine Freundin ist Schauspielerin. My friend is an actress. Maria, what is your profession? Would be Maria. Was für
Was?
Na, was ist
Ist
dein profession is Beruf. Maria, was ist dein Beruf?
Meine Arbeit ist interessant, aber sehr stressig.
My profession is interesting, but very stressful. Oh. Your work. Deine Arbeit ist
sehr
interessant. Your work is very interesting. Where is your mother? Where is deine, wo ist deine Mutter? Tim? Bist du Student? Are you a college student? The woman is an actress. Die Frau ist Schauspielerin. I spelt it wrong.
Die Frau ist Kellnerin.
Die Frau ist Kellnerin. Kellnerin. Oh god. I'm being tested on my fucking spelling today.
Tisch, 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 Tisch. Meine Mutter ist Professorin.
Meine Mutter ist Professorin.
Mein Vater ist Schauspieler. Mein
My
Vater ist
father
Schauspieler.
is an actor.
Sie ist Professorin und er ist Professor. Sie ist Professorin und er ist Professor.
Er ist Professor.
Ich bin Studentin.
I'm a student.
Studentin.
College student specifically, yeah.
Er ist Kellner.
Er ist Kellner. He is a waiter.
Meine Arbeit ist interessant, aber sehr stressig.
My work is interesting,
Aber
but very stressful. SCHAU shall Spiler, SPIER IN CHAU PIE. Oh. Well, I failed that fictional German lesson. Do I have... Yeah, I've got a freeze streak equipped. Well, I attempted to learn German today. I was bad at my spelling.
Watcher, stop.
Too sleepy for spelling German words.
Watcher, I'm afraid she's telling the truth.
The truth? What is the truth?
Your body is broken. your mind.
This is exactly what they want. For us to doubt ourselves and give up.
Oh, you had to be so rock solid that in your belief in what you believe is correct and that nothing that Noah tells you is true, that you had to do that to survive, but now you can't believe the truth when it's told to you.
What do you remember last?
I was chained up. No, that's not right. I was with my parents, Iris's parents. No, I was standing on the other side. Or was I talking to Zhao? Secretary, what is this? What's going on?
You were scattered across time.
Why didn't you stop me?
I tried, but every instance, you insisted.
Oh god, this is devastating. God, is tonight going to be the night that I just stay up?
Me early on.
Is tonight going to be the night that I stay up way too late finishing this? Have I hit the point where there's not going to be any good point to put it down?
How many times have you lived it over? I don't know. I lost count.
I can see how it would be really addictive to commune with yourself and to relive it all. If for no other reason than when your eyes and your eyesight have been taken, having the ability to re-inhabit moments as if you could still see them. When your choices are having to sit with the fact you can't see anymore, or delve back into an experience where you not only can still see them, see your memories, but you can live them. Still, I can see how you get there.
837 instances.
Oh. Out there. What's happening out there? You've been in a daze, screaming in your sleep. I can't stop now. I don't know if it will work, but I have to see it through. I was tricked. So easily tricked. This was all my fault. Your sisters want to see you.
Sorry, work message. I'm just keep on top of slightly.
Talk to them, please. It's your last chance. I want to say goodbye, but I feel present. I am here. I don't want to be a picture. Come on. Let's go talk to Healer.
I'm so curious about the symbolism and meaning of the floating picture of Zhao. Particularly with what you're here talking about not wanting to become a picture, in that sense.
Fix her. Wait. Your mask. I want to pretend. Let me pretend. Okay. Will it hurt? I'm sure Healer won't let that happen. This is where I made the biggest mistake of my life.
It is.
The world you live in. I never wanted it to turn out that way. I should have done better. We all should have done better. Tried harder. Left you something better.
Generational trauma for you.
I promise I will do my best. Secretary will do their best, right?
I'm always doing my best.
Not here. It's not here. One more. One more.
What are you looking for? Oh, I don't like this camera perspective. It's really fucking disorienting for my motion sickness. not an environment that was designed to be walked around from this angle, and something about the field of view is really fucking throwing my brain. Don't just keep dragging me around, you are. I can feel you making me motion sick.
Sometimes your backpack isn't big enough.
That's how it goes.
Isn't it strange? I've never actually been here before, but everything in my body tells me it's home. Thank you, Blue. I'm ready to see my sisters now. I can't wait to see you. Secretary?
Yes, watch.
Lights out.
Okay, we're out of the motion sickness place, Natalie. Fear not. We're out of that
I'll
zone.
go get healer.
Watcher? Watcher. What did I say about communions?
I couldn't stop her.
Did you at least get to talk to her?
I did.
Did she say anything about us?
She didn't have a chance.
Watcher.
The train's broken for good, and we can't sit here any longer. We have to go on foot.
Watcher. Do you hear that? We're going for a walk.
We're not taking a body with us.
No, that's not...
We're not carrying a corpse around.
She's right, baby.
I can carry her. Let me carry her.
No one is carrying her. I'm not asking for your opinion. We leave her behind, or we'll end up just like her.
Fixer?
What?
You're a cold bitch.
Tell someone who cares.
Anyone who's played this before, do you have a sense of how close we are to the end in terms of, like, rough time? I'm debating staying up to finish this, depending on how much we have to go.
You little motherfucker.
Whether it's worth splitting this into one more stream on Wednesday.
Don't worry. I won't let them touch you ever again.
Definitely another stream, okay. This might be chapter 8, I don't know. Or chapter numbers. Oh, well, this will tell us. We're going into chapter 9, I guess. Is there a 10th chapter as well? I'm guessing it's 10 chapters then. I think we went through roughly 2 chapters tonight. We've done 8 chapters in like 5 streams. 2 or 3 more hours. Cool. Okay, so Wednesday stream should make sense to finish this. Well, in that case, I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you so much, everyone, for continuing to follow along with this journey. As tempting as it is to stay up for another 2 or 3 hours, it's not sensible. I got work stuff to do in the morning, but I'll be back on Wednesday at about 9 PM UK, 4 PM Eastern, 1 PM Pacific. And we will do what is probably going to be the final stream of 1000xRESIST. Oh, it's got me. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope you enjoy. I will be back